It's Urban Arts Partnership Programs. It's a School of Interactive Arts, multi-year college prep program, and it's trying to get people from low-income areas and people that you don't really see in video game industries more into video game industries, like on the tech side, the art side, all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, they're doing a pretty damn good job of it, in my opinion. Yeah, look into that.
Indeed. We saw Stellar doing the first cell cutscene skip, although doing it in a bit of a scuffed fashion, only saving maybe a second and a half instead of the 3 that it has potential for. But always cool to see that. It's maybe not the safest trick to go in races.
Yeah, I think he's now 3 for 3 though. Like, he's...
Yeah, this is the final match of the group for both of these, if I'm not completely mistaken.
I believe so, yeah, because I know it's the final one for Stella. I'm pretty sure Stella versus Blue have already played.
I can tell you, opening the brackets here, which I believe there is a command, hopefully, for chat as well. So here we go, we're Group D. Yes, so TJ has indeed played 2 matches. Stellar has only played 1 match, never mind. Unless it's not been updated.
Really?
Good training, boys.
Definitely played me.
Yeah.
Oh well. And I played TJ. I know my last match is tonight. Stick around. Yeah, not much to say here. This game used to have a lot of cutscenes in this run, but because of a lot of routing done by the community, especially Mike, pretty much all of the cutscenes have been routed out except for stealth cutscenes. And as you can see, we skipped some of them as well.
Yep. I believe this run sees 4 skipped ones, if I'm not mistaken, excluding Final Boss or Citadel. But out of the 72, I think we skipped 4 cell cutscenes. The first one in Geyser, if you do it, and then there's the one in Snowy, one in LPC, and then the base in Fly Cell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't think of any more that you would skip.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
Wink, wink.
Possible to skip a couple of Doubtfly ones on Zoomers, but the only one that actually saves time is the one in Basin.
Yep.
But this route.
If this was low eco, you'd also skip a blue eco Dorso cell cutscene. Wish we could somehow do that. So here's one big difference maker. Fish. Stellar's currently, I want to say, maybe 6 seconds ahead of TJ here.
He is... He's about 10 seconds ahead.
Oh, never mind. Well, still.
Wow.
If Stellar gets really bad fish, and TJ gets really good fish, he can be ahead out of this.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is just RNG. Like, there's no real way to manipulate it other than like getting slightly better fish if you get it later in the level. But even that's not fully understood yet.
Catch even one of them boogers, and he'll poison the whole darn catch.
Yeah, Stella got 2 yellows in the first phase, which is not too bad. I think TJ as well. 3.
Stellar's currently looking like pretty decent fish here. TJ, they're actually pretty similar. Stellar getting a really good 3rd phase for sure.
Yeah, the end of the phase Stellar is at 85 is about average, so just shy of 100 is pretty good. And
TJ's gonna be right close to that as well.
yeah, he's gonna be right behind him.
That's actually slightly more. 105 out of third phase. They're both having really good fish, especially TJ here. If this, which most likely goes past the so-called eel phase, each fish is about 0.4 seconds of an advantage over the others. So.
Yeah, so as you can see, TJ was 10 seconds behind. He is now 20 fish ahead. He's still a phase behind, but you know, he's gonna catch that up pretty quickly.
Yeah, there's no way he's still 10 seconds behind, that's for sure.
Here comes a big one. You did it! You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised.
Well, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Whenever you like.
That last phase was good.
About 7 seconds. So caught up by about 3 seconds here. But yeah, as we've seen in the past, some favorite runners have definitely had scuffed early games, but you know, the base skill level here is just so different.
Yeah.
That usually it takes like there's not even like a bunch of 3 mistakes that can alone
and
make one loser run.
I think jungle is really good at like showing the small differences in skill.
Yeah, for sure. FJ is honestly like there's just a lot of spacing and reacting and all of that stuff that you sort of you can't, like, of course you can practice it, but just something that comes with experience.
Yeah. So you saw maybe in the river there, Stella got one of the eco blobs to come towards him. You can only get that if you've got pretty good movement. I say pretty good, really good movement from there around the eco machine.
Yeah, there's these small sort of milestones that you can, when you're getting better at the game, you can, oh, unfortunately TJ didn't get that other eco to get to him. But yeah, there's like things that if you're fast enough, you sort of gain initial time, like even more time save. Like there's that one where you can get that eco to come to you. There's the blue eco fly in Sentinel Beach after the cloggers. It's like you have to go.
Ice skip coming up.
Yeah. But it's like if you're fast enough, you're sort of rewarded with a tiny bit of extra time save. And, you know, some of that stuff is where time save comes from. Like, as long as you save a second, you actually save 2.
If you go fast, you get time save.
It's kind of like catching a good cycle, except there's not really an exact cycle of sorts.
Yeah. So Stella didn't get it, the fast version, but let's see if TJ gets it.
There's a very risky boosted you could do that makes you get this ledge grabless, which makes it more consistent. TJ actually getting shafted completely. I hate Plan Boss.
Yeah, that looked like it should have worked, but
We're still having a quite clean jungle. Gonna be like a 930, 940 X boat here.
so yeah, again, especially in the early stage, the markers are going to be sub 10 hitting Misty Boat is what you want to try and aim for if you're looking at sub 1.
Yeah, it's about a high 930X here for Stellar. Very good fish as well.
Yeah, I really like that ground pound that TJ does. Like to get up that ledge grabless. So there are like, again, small little movement things like that, which you might not notice unless they're pointed out, but
TJ clearly a bit hesitant to go for that blue ego boosted. Oh no, he's not got the memory card in. It's gonna be unfortunate time loss. So yeah, to clear up why that happens, the way we start the run is pulling out the memory card in the black screen when loading into Geyser. And if you either forget to put it in, or your PS2 maybe is a bit shaky when it comes to loading that stuff, you can have that happen. I, and a lot of other runners as well, immediately put it back in, like you just quickly take it out and put it back in.
Yep, same.
But even so, sometimes for some reason PS2 doesn't react to it.
Alright, so Muse catch is also pretty important. There's some places where you can catch it pretty quickly, and luckily one of them is right at the start if you have good movement like that.
Yep. Misty in general is like, it's a big one when it comes to like go fast enough and go even faster.
Mm-hmm. And you probably see that with cycles on the Zeppelins later.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Stella got that roll jump. It had been messing him up a couple of weeks ago.
Not landing in the mud for this ornament. Very nice. I just realized that I have this on a... There you go. I think for at least I would wager until LPC we'll see both of these guys in the same level, unless something drastic happens. Usually a race is more or easier to watch during this.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So he actually got two Zeppelins there that were perfectly overlapped on each other.
TJ making it to the orbit as well. Very good orb count. Still are getting weird cycle, as people call it. Oh no! Stellar having to wait for the Zeppelin. Oh, TJ barely got that. Realizes he should just probably go with those orbs.
Probably get the health. Okay.
So there's some time loss for Stellar. Bringing TJ slightly back into this, assuming he has good Zeppelins.
Oh, he opts to skip that bit of health as well.
I'm kind of unsure how TJ's Zeppelins are right now.
I'm pretty sure they're all over the place because of...
Yeah. So yeah, Misty has like, you can do something called Death Cycle. Oh, don't die though. You can do something called Death Cycle, which effectively isn't too fast, but it puts the Zeppelins in the same place every time for consistency reasons. But you're better off just learning a good Misty and being able to go fast enough to catch the fast cycle. Like timing from the boat and Sandover, you can get like a 3:05 with the fast cycle and like a 3:30 with Death Cycle, so you're better off just going for the fast version.
I'll take consistency at my level, but yeah.
Well, if you sort of just have an understanding of where the Zeppelins are, you're gonna lose less time to a slow fast cycle than you will to just forcing Death Cycle.
Yeah. Well, I'm not practicing it in 2 hours.
Stellar en route to the Pelican here. TJ doing the boosted. Both of them getting ledge grablers. TJ clearly wasn't ready for that, pressing X, assuming he got a ledge grab. Still fast though. So as for like good hub 1 pace, close to mid 18. Last selling Sentinel is definitely a good time to get. A 17 is definitely a not doable. TJ pressing square a bit early there. See how Stellar's birds are.
Good first up.
There you go.
I thought Stellar actually got. Did he not get it? There was a bird that was landed, right? Did it?
I don't think he
count?
noticed. Had to wait for about 2 seconds there. In any case, not the worst. You can TJ with the blessed extra orbs.
Yeah, and like I think though the reason he waited there was because he didn't want to die to that bomb.
It's gonna come in handy, honestly. Like his orb count wasn't fantastic, so. Oh, he's making sure the Pelican gets hit. Smart move. Steve Stellar gets the aforementioned blue eco fly here. It's looking pretty good.
DJ's got some nice birds as well.
Yes, Stellar has that easily. Going for the uppercut as well. Unfortunate ledge grab, but still fast.
DJ had some good birds. They can be really trolly sometimes.
Yep.
Especially if you're on 50 Hz on a PAL company.
Which you should never be.
Unless you can't get your streaming software to work on 60 Hz.
Down here by the egg. Oh my! I hope the poor dear's okay.
So yeah, Stellar's on a very high 18. Sentinel pace here. His orb count's good. He has no reason to be worried.
Isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mom.
I'm not your mom. You see any feathers here?
And if you're just low on orbs, you have to waste about 7 seconds to get the vent in Sandover.
I'll take this little
Not the end of the world.
with me and work with the sage to take care of it.
DJ thought he missed that fly then.
So yeah, here we'll see what you have to do if you don't have enough blue eco.
Okay.
Stellar loaded out. He already has 240.
Oh, the muse! You saved her!
Yeah,
Oh,
from
you really are the best.
this point on, you really don't have to worry about orbs.
I won't need
Yeah.
it now to have my inspiration back.
Get a lot in basement, like probably about.
You still have to make sure, and like if you somehow mess up, like miss a crate in Fire Canyon, then you've got to be on your toes.
Oh yeah. Crate and fire cannon, that's a good 10 orbs that you're losing right now.
Well, Stellar opting to go straight to the Oracle.
One of you has the light within.
instead of breaking the skyfly box first. I believe we're talking decimals of a difference. So the difference about a minute and a half here between Stellar and TJ out of Sentinel. Pretty big difference time-wise, but you know.
Although those power
keep
cell
saying
cutscenes were pretty in sync.
I keep saying you know as if it's likely that something will happen, but who knows? If Stellar accidentally... I don't know how you could even mess up claw skip at this point. Like, you just hold a button, and if you stop holding a button, you just restart.
The only thing I can think is if you unpause too quickly.
Yeah, that could be a massive issue, but usually in races I wait like 5 seconds before unpausing. I'm in no rush to unpause there.
Yep.
Great.
Well, I mean, Bella's probably going to go for Lava
Now
Walk.
be careful. The shield will
At
only
least
protect your
once.
zoomer till it reaches
And
Yeah,
he'll
we'll see.
probably go for first phase skip as well, because
flying over open lava will
definitely been doing that a
get
lot
you
as
up
well.
fast. Hit 500 degrees and it's over. Over? Like burning molten
Oh,
metal?
TJ also going
The
straight to the
fire
Oracle.
gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jobs
Probably
to
not
drop
faster,
down.
especially with
I've
a
also
long
released
boosted
several
setup
new cooling balloons you can use to drop the shield's
like that,
temperature quickly.
but
Oh, and when you get
still
across,
cool stuff.
don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck.
I believe Stella didn't go for Fire Canyon skip in this category. Yeah, again, not much to say. And what do you call them? Connector levels?
yeah. Oh,
Pretty straightforward
whoa,
driving.
TJ wild boosted there.
Like,
Not a whole lot to mention about Fire Canyon.
yeah, just don't die. Make sure you pick up the stun at the end as well.
Hub 2 ensues.
So what you'll see here is the first like pause buffer. Well, he R2 buffered, but by having the HUD up, it takes a little bit of time for it to be put away when you pause, which means that you can push the button and pause immediately. And then if you save load, the cutscene is like still there, but you can load away from it while everything that it triggers is triggered. And the bubble is still there, so immediately afterwards you saw the HUD come up, and that was so that Stella could jump through this cutscene bubble without triggering it. Because if you trigger it, you got to watch the whole of Blue Sage.
Yeah. He can also still trigger it later, so he has to be careful going to PC after basin, turning the camera in a specific way to not trigger it.
Yeah, who would ever trigger it?
The camera having a physical hitbox in this game is an interesting feature.
Yeah, and especially like certain checkpoints are triggered by either Jak going through them or by the camera going through them.
Yep.
And it's random which one it is. Like, it's not random each time. It's like certain ones are Jak, certain ones are camera.
It seems awfully like irrelevant which one it would be, but maybe they had some justification for either one.
Yeah. So way back after Forbidden Jungle, you saw both the runners pulled their camera right up against the cliff. That's because in order to get the checkpoint for Sandover, it's a camera trigger. whereas in Boggy, a lot of them are jack triggers,
Yeah.
so you'll see them just walk through places and then do an immediate backtrack.
Could be interesting to see if they opt to do especially still. Oh no, TJ witnessing Blue Sage cutscene here.
Stella got a one cycle on the plants.
Yeah. So
Always nice.
there's indeed, I believe this will be the first match, first time that it's even possible that we'll see the new Boggy in this tournament.
Yeah.
There's a new Boggy route featuring some very cool flut stuff that is extremely
Awesome to look at.
derivative of Loico. Don't know who to blame for that one.
I know. Yeah, new Boggy looks pretty
It's flashy.
pretty damn cool.
It's flashy for sure.
Oh yeah.
Less death warping. More flut.
For your sacrifice, I offer you a power cell.
So Stellar, pretty solid run. He had like a 15-second mistake in Misty, and other than that, really not too much outside of like very minor movement mistakes. So he's sailing on. Very good run.
Oh, definitely. You can see him like pull his camera across those pontoons. That's
Something TJ doesn't have to do now. Elevator skip, spawning you at the bottom. A very unique death warp to this game, where you actually utilize the level loading in and loading in triggers for you to get later on after the jump itself.
yeah. I think you hit a death trigger from Rock Village, but
Yep.
the level ID is LPC. Mess it wrong and you spawn back up in Rock Village.
Yeah, doing it too early, you spawn in Rock Village. Do it late enough, or do it too late, it's no longer there. Do it at the good right time, which it's not like a frame perfect trick. I'd give it maybe 4 or 5 frames,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, you also have to be in the air for 2 seconds as well. It's a combination.
Yep. It's probably even more than 5 frames.
Yeah, there's a handy little marking on the wall that tells you a good spot to do it.
If you're on debug, you can actually sort of see what's going on in the debug text when that works and when it doesn't. Same with checkpoint bypass. It's all kind of comparable to checkpoint bypass, honestly, for a lava tube skip, the way it works, in a very weird way.
And if you see...
Oh, TJ. Waiting for the Blueico to respawn now.
Hey, you're allowed to do checkpoint bypass.
I actually kind of want to do that now. Do an LTS run with lava tube in crater. It's still not doing piggyback. Clean.
Yeah, piggyback is not a fun trick when you're starting out, but surprisingly recently we found out that you can get a high jump out of water just by tapping jump rather than holding it, and that makes this so much easier, this trick. Okay, do you reckon TJ's still going to put his camera as a force of habit?
Maybe. No.
No, he's not. I thought he was, but no.
Clean movement though. Nice roll jumps. These roll jumps are pretty tricky. A lot of this movement, especially if you're watching like anyone from the sort of top 5. It looks pretty simple, but there's a lot of practice that goes into, like, you know, pontoon movement, rail movement, the movement towards, like, spider cave, anything with, like, precise roll jumps that you don't really, like, you don't understand that they're genuinely difficult.
Yeah, like a lot of this game is like all of the movement as well as the hard tricks sprinkled in every now and again. So it's knowing when to space roll jumps, like TJ just roll jumped over 2 platforms. That's kind of precise because you got to pull back on your first jump.
Sometimes it's like, you know, you look at someone's movement, you try to do it yourself, you take damage, you do this and that. Sometimes, you know, maybe you gotta walk for like 5 frames between 2 roll jumps to get a good spacing, and it's a whole thing. There's a lot that goes into it. Stellar going to Boggy now, opting to not do fish skip. So we'll maybe see new Boggy here. I don't know if he usually takes 3 eco, but definitely should have there.
Yeah, he grabbed the pole, so I think he should have done.
So yeah, new Boggy route from, I believe, last week, maybe early this week. What? Oh, he's going for this checkpoint. Pretty smart. In case he fails this.
Yeah.
So this saves 12 seconds over the old route.
Yeah, it did cost him a life though, which if he
makes
gets
it more likely to spawn there.
Yeah.
He needs to get this. He gets it.
Yeah, I just don't want him to uppercut underneath a rat.
Nice, good stuff.
Smooth.
So yeah, this is a.
Oh, TJ.
This is a big part of why this is faster. This is like en route to Flip Flip, and Flip Flip makes this whole thing faster as well. So
TJ got piggyback skip, but slid off when he was going for the boosted.
So here Stellar's going to do a single jump against this, getting a lot of height. That might... okay, that's good. A single jump actually, for some reason, hugging the wall and single jumping puts you super high up. Here we go. There you go, out of bounce trick. Big stuff.
Hate that jump.
I love it. See if Stellar's going to go for the 5-second time save of jumping on the pole to skip this checkpoint here.
Nice camera from Stella.
Yep, that is consistent. He's not gonna go for the checkpoint skip there. Understandable. Nice 4 orbs there. Clean Boggy from Stellar, definitely. TJ activating blue eco spinny balls that aren't really explained in any way, but they do indeed open this thing. Fun fact, they also activate that button, so if you clip inside that and press the button, nothing happens.
Something I figured out the other day was you can actually pause buffer that button as well, but it's completely useless to do.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Imagine if you could just save load your way to Rock Village like that. But obviously, you don't get the Rock Village checkpoint until very late into this cutscene.
Nope. In fact, the entire cutscene, it's when you spawn in that you actually get the trigger. So Stella's just done boulder skip to get here, which is
first phase, call skip. He's gonna keep trying. It's the boosted. We'll see if he gets law walk.
He gets it
He
again.
does
Oh,
not.
he got the ledge grab, I think.
Oh, he's going for it again. Aw. Well, it's safe to say that this isn't gonna be too close to his PB at this point. I can't believe he saved that.
One health lava walk? No.
He's gonna keep going for it. The cockiness, the disrespect.
They're probably in a call together, right?
They might be. Oh, burn.
Burn. Everyone with a burn. Oh,
There
yeah!
he goes.
It's still showing off. Oh, I thought he was going to do drunk cam as well.
There he goes. Definitely slower than just doing idle deload at that point, but swagging out, why not? Oh, TJ. Is TJ going for this? Nah, he's doing the old route.
Don't
Respectable
get
still.
stuck in the box. Okay, he didn't.
We'll see if Stellar goes for a form of hoppage. Hopefully TJ managing his boosters here. The races are indeed back-to-back today. Stellar at least not going for tree hops. We'll see if he goes for the other hops that I don't really know the name of. Some people call them rock. He is going for that exactly. He does not get it, however.
Nope, and you only get one attempt at it.
Not a huge time loss, probably 5 to 10 seconds. I know a failed attempt at tree hops is 12 to 14 maybe.
Yeah, stalagmite hops, cave hops, rock hops, there could be any one of those. I don't like cave hops though, as a name.
Yeah, it doesn't really describe anything.
Yeah, that as well. Like,
Right,
TJ came really far out to get that. Oh, to a checkpoint.
Stellar going strong on some 56 pace right now.
Now, try not to red stage skip, which is...
Oh, he was walking aggressively towards that.
Yeah, you do not want to hit that button.
I think he might be... Okay, never mind. He's fine.
Yeah, so similar to Blue Sage, except by dying, you actually fully skip it, so there's no cutscene bubble. It's possible to do to the Blue Sage, but not worth it in any way.
Yeah, there are multiple weird ways to do that skip. You can do it with the so-called zero health glitch. You can do it with some idle deload shenanigans, but obviously that is the fastest method by an insane amount. Stellar going for all the strats here towards Robot Room.
Yeah. So TJ is going for the idle deload. I was about to launch into a really complicated explanation that G3 is probably just going to meme about in a minute. But basically, you store a checkpoint in Mountain Pass, and then when you idle deload, it looks at the closest checkpoint in Mountain Pass rather than the one you stored, which happens to be further ahead. So you manage to skip Claw, and it saves about 30 seconds. How it works is not important as why it works.
Yeah. Or how to do it, rather.
Yeah.
For the record,
well, yeah.
that is not exclusive by any means to this area. You can do this with any level and any checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
But the benefits are usually very minuscule and more often non-existent.
Yeah. The only other place it's really useful is in like all orbs and specific other categories.
Yeah.
In Citadel.
And that's got more to do with avoiding other checkpoints by doing that.
Yeah.
But that is even less important. Stellar going into a pretty difficult yellow eco sequence here. Having to react a lot to these platforms.
Nice, you got this little quick skip as well.
A very clean spider cave so far for Stellar. As I say that, there's like immense scuffage. TJ going fast in Mountain Pass. I would be very surprised to see TJ go for any form of hops here.
Yeah. You better.
Just not do that.
Yeah. Another thing to worry about in Mountain Pass is it is possible to go too fast, but I don't think TJ's at any risk of that. He slowed down pretty early. Oh,
Ooh,
Stellar.
Stellar. Oh. What are you doing? There he goes.
My heart in my mouth, man. That was like.
So yeah, the bad developers making a terrible video game instead of checking how far behind or how far ahead the lurkers are of you. It just checks your distance between them, so if you're too far away ahead of them, it also thinks you're going too slow.
Yeah. And they actually do a loop in the middle, so it is possible to go
Yeah,
faster
you can utilize
than too
that.
fast.
There's levels of too slow and too fast to this whole thing. Ooh, Stellar. Luckily avoiding that thing. The shot.
So is TJ a Scoutfly before or after Red Sage?
After.
Okay, Red Sage.
Believe Stellar failed the post buffer 4 times. TJ only 2. I believe we have a winner.
He's
Stellar.
one in our hearts.
Stellar going to Snowy Mountain, which can definitely eat some of your time.
Yes, Snowy is definitely one of the hardest levels to get quick.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's long and
yeah,
has a lot of things going on.
yeah,
You also
and
have to be good with fluff foot movement.
the consequences of failing and like losing flat are also long. So any mistake, any accidental death, and you're going back quite a ways.
He seems a bit worried about his orb count.
Should be more than fine, right? 170?
Yeah, I was just going for a lot of those orbs. Utilizing some full damage techniques. Yeah, he's fine. But he was definitely going for some orbs that usually don't seem too necessary.
Nice, second try. That little skip skips the entirety of the flop flop section.
The intended flop flop section, that is. There's plenty of flop flop sectionality to go through.
Hopefully, including in a different level.
Yellow bed skip. For some reason, we've seen several failed attempts at that. Despite being extremely simple. TJ, whoa! Going for some extra blue eco boosted.
Yeah, that was nice. Having the blue eco to pick up their scout flies was always a bonus.
So here we go. Flip flop is out of bounds. TJ now doing this yellow eco shebang. Will we see him prosper? Decides to shoot that now. Goes for this quad jump.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Excellent.
And just enough eco to get that dark eco crystal. Ooh, oh, that's save. He almost just roll jump and missed the bridge.
Here is the only other power cell cutscene that we skip in gameplay without a pause. This is from Stellar.
Yeah.
That's been around for a long time, and unlike the one in Geyser, which is now like, I have no idea, a year and a half old maybe.
Yeah, about that.
I should know. Probably.
Yeah, whoever discovered that is a pretty cool gamer. Gamers, I should say, because
Yeah.
it was you and Blue, right?
Yeah, well, Blue figured out that you can actually do it, but the way he did it took like a year to set up. And then I was like, what if you can just go up there? And then you could. Just bounced off. Bounced off what Blue had. He did the dirty work. I just made it look nice.
Alright, and speaking of looking nice, let's see this gondola skip.
That is a very low drop from Stellar,
Yeah.
but he's chilling.
Yeah.
I actually just had a very ugly idea.
The pure light.
That would never be faster, but
The answers
enough of that. TJ making his way out of Spider Cave.
20 precursor orbs for each.
If you're thinking of the same idea I had, it is possible to climb the cliffs in that cave and jump down and get the oracle from out of bounds.
Okay, well that definitely wasn't my idea, but good to know. Actually, I believe I talked about 56 pace, but we're definitely gonna see Stellar get a 55 here.
Yeah, if he, without any mistakes, is easily a 55.
Unless,
Is he going to show off again?
I'm just thinking if he decides to try Citadel hops.
Oh,
Because he has all the leverage to do so.
With these additional power cells, I should be able to supply the heat shield with enough power to stand up to
And I don't think he has any reason to go for a 55.
It will now withstand temperatures up to 800 degrees, but no more.
Stella's just
So
posting in the
keep an eye on
Discord
your
while he's in
gauge.
this cutscene.
I don't want to think about what those temperatures would do to your zoomer if the shield
He is.
Yeah, a safer route to Gull Citadel? Oh, look, I've released more cooling balloons into the tube, so you can use them to keep the
Oh yeah, he
temperature.
is.
And don't forget to activate the teleport gate in Yellow Sage's lab. We're counting on it.
Yeah, these runs are live. We haven't had any issues with having to
Yeah.
just have people race offline. We definitely did in previous tournaments that we've done, but this is...
Oh, he's doing it! Yes! Come on, Stellar.
Bella, you legend.
So Stellar's gonna go for a very new strat here. If he gets this, that's gonna be insane. He needs to get all 6 blue eco here, while TJ is struggling with this whole thing here.
These oranges are a nightmare with 6s.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is definitely not very fast to do oranges like that.
Yeah.
But I can understand why he wouldn't go for orange skip there. Now, controlling the zoomer with 6 eco, it's quite a lot.
Especially on these platforms. That little drop down that Stella did there is annoying with 6 eco.
By the way, a must advertise. We have recently had a Jak 1 any % TAS that was created by Snuggles, that's 3 Gs. It is on YouTube. There are a few reactions. You can find one on the world record holder Outrageous Josh's channel as well. So definitely check that out. But now check out if Stellar gets Citadel hops here. He's going for it. No, unlucky. I'm pretty sure he still saved a tiny bit of time, or at least maybe not with those oranges, but otherwise.
Yeah, it's still faster to pick up the 6 blue eco and run with it, but he did pick them up slowly as well.
Oh, TJ a frame off of getting that. So Stellar's looking at a mid 55 actually. I must have misseen or misunderstood his time to call it 56 pace.
It's about 6 minutes from the start of Hero Cutscene on Lava Tube.
Yeah, but I said it at like Mountain Pass. I don't know what I was on. Will we see early eco though? I was trying to actually pull that off of a quad jump into the final cutscene. Oh, both of them doing some whole thing here. So yeah, there's some discussion about the tool assisted run. I'm not gonna like spoil anything, but just know that 80% is a 16-minute category and it beats the world record by well over a minute. So it's a feast on the eyes.
Yeah, this tough guy is pretty good. Yeah, TJ missed the power cell cutscene skip. And he lost his blue eco because of it, and he's pretty low on orbs. But yeah, this is between all 3 of these vents there's 45 orbs, so if you're low in any way, just get them there. Genuinely don't have to worry about them.
What is Stellar doing? There you go.
He showed the 360 on the ice.
He's going He's going for the height there. Obviously not going for early eco, but so yeah, like a 55, 30, 35 to 40 here, depending on the eco spawn. A very clean run. Like, honestly, outside of Misty and the fact that he just messed around going for first phase, this is a very clean run.
Mm-hmm.
$55.38 for Stellar. Clean. TJ, honestly, not like super far off of his PB, probably landing himself a 103 here.
Yeah, and he also got gone to the skip, which is very nice. Oh, so he's low on orb, so he needs to be careful not to go too close. Oh, that was really close. Too close to Mountain Path, otherwise this game does hard log.
Yeah, and that would not be deducted off of his time, not that it matters a whole lot.
Nope.
Because that would be entirely his fault to hard lock there.
Well, it looks like I may have been too hard on you boys. You do have what it takes to be heroes.
But Daxter,
For your effort, a power cell is the reward.
Okay, so we're looking at a, yeah, like you said, he's very close to his PB, I think, TJ. But we're probably not going to see any Citadel hops coming from him.
Alright, sorry. Didn't realize you were gonna hear me type as loud as you did. I was Googling Sid from Ice Age, for anyone wondering.
but the shield still has a limit. It will withstand temperatures up to 800 degrees, but no more. So keep an eye on your gauge. I don't want to think about what those temperatures would do to your zoomer if the shield gives out.
Shout out to all the people who made Jak 1. You'll see a list of them here in the form of credits, including Paul Christian Engstad.
Into the tube, so you can use them to keep the temperature down. And don't forget to activate the teleport.
Type your favorite Jak 1 creators in the chat. Shout outs to how we always just blame Andy Gavin for everything. And then there's like several minutes of credits for the game.
6 minutes if you don't hold X through it. Alright, two eco or more from TJ?
2. By the way,
Just
rest in peace, Warren Burton died a few years ago, the voice of Samos.
Mm-hmm.
Shoutouts to Kevin Conroy for a multitude of reasons. Literally Batman.
David Herman as well is. Oh, he's just so many different voices.
Also, Dee Snider is the voice actor for Goal, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, the lead something of Twisted Sister?
Yeah, lead singer.
Lead singer of Twisted Sister.
There's also a bit of an Easter egg. For the final boss, Goal says we're not gonna take it. If you know, you know. I mean, TJ's in Lava Tube, but the students of Rancho Canada Elementary School, though?
Yeah, we'll start commentating now that he's actually doing exciting stuff. Alright. Any pause buffers?
Oof! No!
Ooh. Okay, save load. Or just load, yeah. So that one doesn't have a cutscene bubble when you do this.
Legal and intellectual property. Shout out to those people. Why is market research the same as like a name? Is that someone's name, bro? Oh boy.
I don't think you can fix that. So there is an alternative, which should be watch that cutscene.
Yeah.
And then save load up, but he actually went too far forwards for that trick to work because game sucks.
Dude, just press the button 3 times to skip Kira. You really wanted to get rid of Kira there.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I've never actually watched the Jak 1 credits before with such focus. Oh, there's the classic name, Sirikul Samad Sinwanich. Shout out to that guy. That one I have seen before.
81 frames?
He's not
Nope.
even going for it. That is a very good jump though.
Yeah, that was... So, if you're in the first person where you're actually on a phase, the camera gets like launched so far away that the green eco despawns and respawns, so you can get it infinitely. Fun little help for the final boss. I mean, if anybody really struggled with this, then...
Yeah, I was talking about this with Chim, another Jak runner. Like, this is one of the worst boss fights in anything ever. Like, I hate this as a boss fight. It's like the most anticlimactic final boss with the most generic music.
So another fun fact: on each phase of the final boss, a new instrument is added to the song, so it gets a little bit more
Crazy.
intense. I know. I'm a wealth of useless knowledge.
What are you doing? Oh no!
So he got dot duplication by doing that. I think he was like trying to duplicate the shot, and it looked like he got it.
That's pretty unfortunate, I would say. Just my personal opinion. It's so sad when you're just falling down and the phase didn't start. Trying to all the
Good
French
credits.
localization testers. Katharina Tropf.
I'm not gonna try and do an accent. I don't know.
What do you mean accent? It's just a name.
I would still find a way to make it offensive.
Oh, 1 frame from TJ, let's go. And that is the Jak and Daxter credits.
Why'd you have to do it to TJ like that, Stella? Oh. He was so close to another phase, that onion, or whatever they call them, rings? I don't know.
Oh, TJ killing it with these 1 frames.
I think he got a 1 frame on his last boss fight as well.
First person ever to get over 3 1 frames. There you go. Pretty close to a 10-minute difference here. Slightly less. 9 minutes and like
Must not be allowed to get it. White Eagle.
57 seconds between the times.
Might stop that road.
That is flipping the boat.
Stay fuzzy. Choices. Okay, fine. We'll save the world, but do it quickly before I change my mind.
Yeah, I don't know why this is a thing.
TJ 105 35.
I think that was a 34, just barely. But yeah, 9 minutes and 57 seconds. I think that's the biggest gap we've had between two racers, maybe. Maybe there's been more.
Possibly. Oh no, because I got a 107 and Stella got a 55. God damn it, Stella. Alright. Well played.
There you go. Good stuff from both of you. I'm gonna have to drop, assuming we're pulling them in for an interview. I cannot stay for that. That's it for me. Stay tuned. Roser's gonna continue for the next one.
I don't know. We'll work it out in a minute, but yeah, have fun at your early work.
Alright, thank you everyone from me. Enjoy.
Don't worry about me, baby. You know what they say. Big things.
Yo, TJJGamers.
Hello.
GG.
Yep, GG. Big GG's.
That run was a mess from the beginning.
Ah, that final boss. TJ, I'm so sorry.
I guess I fat fingered triangle, but I did not hit triangle. But
Oh, I thought you were just gonna go. You were just going for the like fast shot things.
no, that's right.
Yeah, just,
I ended
just
up
do a
fat
task
fingering
strat, why
triangle.
not? Yeah.
Yeah, just real quick.
Not a task, right? Anyway.
I did manage to get the last two 1 frames the second time, so
Yeah, I was watching, you got like a million 1 frames, and I didn't get any, so...
apparently
Yeah.
I got that timing down now.
Yep.
What,
People-
you got 3 1 frames in the final boss, TJ. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
3 out of 6. Not every day you can get. I'm just saying.
Oh man, I just like the run started infuriating me right from plant boss when I didn't get bite skip. So I was like, okay, like not getting quick bite, I understand that, but how was that not bite skip?
Yeah, no, you did. You went like quick enough that it should have worked.
Yeah, I was really confused about that, and then it was
That's
like
a funny
just,
trick.
like, little things just kept going wrong here and there, and then I got blue saged.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I think I just kind of purged that from my memory.
Oh man.
Well done with sticking with it.
Yeah. Oh man, I was about to throw a controller at some point. I don't remember when, but I was like, I'm done with this. I can't.
When you how was it? When you almost failed the end of Lava Tube, I was like, this man's not happy.
Oh yeah, no, like everything, like right at the end, because it's like it kept like dropping different inputs, especially when I was going into Citadel. It was like I couldn't roll jump, and I was like, okay, well now I gotta load back to Lava Tube a second time.
Oh yeah, like roll jumping out the door, and then it just eats the roll jump, and you just get like flustered, and you're like, what do I do? And then you just sort of punch forward, and then
Yeah,
barely don't
not
make
quite
it.
fast enough.
Yeah, and then you can't even go like back through the door. Like if you go through the door, activate the cutscene, and then get back through the door again, it just plays anyway. So you're like screwed. You just have to go for it.
Yeah, I mean that's where it's like I had gotten the pause buffer, so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna load. Like, I know that's what I'm supposed to do, but it was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's a painful load.
Oh.
Yeah, you were too far forward that you couldn't save load either.
Yeah. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy with my run. I don't know how I pulled a run like that out. I mean, it wasn't perfect, obviously, but I was expecting to be way more rusty, to be honest. So I'm happy with mine.
I mean, I think
First
to be fair, I
phase-
haven't played in like a week, so
Mhm.
that's about as best as I could hope for.
Yeah, you got first phase skip eventually. That was always good.
Yeah, it was a bit messy. I mean, I don't practice that skip anymore. Like, I haven't practiced that skip since I did any percent. But I just sort of throw myself at it, and you seem to get it very quickly. Like, I seem to get like actual lava walk like second try every time I do it. I don't know why. Like, legitimately, I think every time in the last couple of weeks that I've ever gone for it, I get the actual lava walk itself the second time I reach there. So that's kind of based.
And then Stalagmite Hop attempt as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not good at
Amazing.
that. I'm not good at that, but I just thought I'll just go for it all. You know, it's either all a meme or none of it is. So I'll just, yeah. I went for that. It was a terrible attempt, but you know, it is what it is. And then I went for Citadel Hops, and that was actually my best ever attempt because I have barely attempted it. But that's the first time I ever jumped over the bomb without hitting it. So. Yeah, but I have absolutely no idea like how to actually make it in there, so yeah, there's no chance.
Yeah, I wouldn't have risked the like cutscene skip either. I'd have.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I've never even gotten the trick, so I mean, I would have just. Well, watching the cutscene would have been the end of the world, I guess, but still, yeah, that's what I was never going to get it anyway, so yeah.
It was still fun to see. Okay, well, we got another race in like 12 minutes time, 13 minutes time.
Yeah.
I can't remember who's playing.
Flu and Josh.
Flu
and Josh.
Yeah, it could be a real good race.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to watch.
Potentially one of the best ones of the group stage. You never know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
After that, another one in about an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, which probably shouldn't watch. That's going to be a train wreck.
Yeah, because you're in it. Yeah.
Yep. That's why I said it. Thanks
Yep.
for explaining the joke. Cool. Also, Urban Arts Partnership sponsoring this still, so make sure to check them out.
Yes.
Follow the link right there.
They're
Oh, you-
beat me to it. Awesome.
Right.
Right.